My video for May the 4th, 2019 is video number 3075. The title is Military-Industrial-Pharmaceutical Complex of the International Banking Cabal. Yes, many friends over the years have told me that we should only focus on what we want, not what we don't want. It's not that I don't hear them. The truth is, I have prayed again and again for several years now for the numbness in my feet to be healed. That would be an indicator to me that my prayers are indeed being answered. I have shed many tears over this, feeling as if God either does not hear me or worse, does not care. I've been battling with this for a long time now, it seems. Then there is my strong desire to see the kingdom of heaven on earth that I keep talking about. What I see is a continuity of the same old insanity of this world that never seems to change no matter what. Yes, I keep hearing, it's an inside job, Ron, it's all inside. Sorry, but prayer and meditation do not work. I hate to say that. What good are inside changes if the proof does not show up in the world we experience? The international banking cabal of the military-industrial-pharmaceutical complex is still creating real problems for humanity all over the world. Who cares? I do. I don't know why, but I still pray several times a day. Yes, I make an honest attempt to talk to God. And last night as I lay in bed, praying yet again, tears flowed. Because my prayer was frustrating. There's been certain friends that I've been praying for faithfully, several times a day, most of the time, but at least twice a day, every day. I've been praying for situations in my friends' lives, people that I am in communication with, and nothing really changes. And of course, I've been actively involved in trying to do things that will bring positive changes to the world that I live in. Which, of course, my friends tell me, Ron, it's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. I'm sorry, but it's an experience, not an illusion. I don't care how illusory it is. We are deluded when we think that there is somehow a loving God that actually cares. There's no proof of that. There is proof, however, that dark forces that have no empathy, that have no desire to see the playing field leveled for all of humanity, that have no desire to uplift humanity, they are the ones that seem to be in control. It doesn't matter which political group rules in any country, not in any country at all, when war and the monetary system of enslavement and all of these things are still operational, still in place on planet Earth. If it's all an inside job, I would have thought that things would have turned out different far before now, long time ago. By 2012 at the latest. I know I've said that lots of times, and I'll probably say it again in the future. I don't know. Because I look for change that can be verified, not something to believe in. And if my friends can see something that I'm not seeing, they haven't been able to get it through to me, and neither has any Holy Spirit or reading or listening to things. Yes, I can feel inspiration sometimes when I listen to certain individuals. I would just watched a video yesterday by Bracco, who is another gazer healer like Bruno Gruning was. And Bracco is actually following in the footsteps of one of his gurus, if you will. And there have been people, apparently, that have a certain gift. And I watched the video with Bruno just before I went to bed and started crying. Not just before, but a little while before. And it's inspirational to hear the testimonies of these people, how they're healed of various things, how they've gone to the doctors, and the doctor says, well, yep, I know the test showed that you had cancer and you don't have cancer anymore. And the people that get up from wheelchairs and crutches and are able to walk normally. Well, I can still walk normally, but I have to be very careful because especially my right foot is very numb. My left one's not quite as bad, never has been quite as bad, but both feet are still numb. So I'm not as sure-footed as I'd like to be. My friend tells me that there's going to be healing beds that we can lay on, and we can have our youth restored and our bodies brought back to full functionality. And there's lots of dreams and visions that I've had and that I've had shared with me from others over the years. One of my friends that I pray for every day, things in her life just seem to be piled on top of each other, more and more problems, piled up, more things that are troublesome. And she's basically lost her faith. My other friend doesn't seem to lose her faith, but yet has never shared with me any positive changes. What's it all about, folks? Why does the loving God, yes, I know God is in us and in everything, but why doesn't that God take responsibility for anything? These questions haunt me to the point of tears. And it breaks my heart to talk to God the way that I do sometimes. Because I'd like to see the loving God working in the world and working in my own life according to high visions and hopeful expectations. I expected God to fix the problems. But far from being fixed, they seem to be getting worse. I wish it wasn't that way. I really do. Because I really care. And I know there's a lot of other people that really care as well. But we are still the silent minority that does not seem to have much actual influence on the world, on planet Earth. This is where we live. This is where we are right now today. Regardless of time manipulation and the other things, we're here now. And nothing really changes. Thank you for listening. Namaste.